The world is watching Iran with growing anxiety. Every headline, every breaking news alert, and every diplomatic whisper seems to point to a single, unsettling truth. The stakes have never been higher. In capitals across the globe, leaders and citizens alike are holding their breath, wondering what the next move will be in this high-stakes geopolitical chess game. On June 19, 2025, international inspectors confirmed Tehran is enriching uranium to near weapons grade. This revelation sends shockwaves through the international community, reigniting fears that have simmered for years. The sight of spinning centrifuges and heavily guarded facilities is no longer just a symbol of national pride for Iran, it's a warning sign for the rest of the world. Diplomatic efforts are faltering, and trust is in short supply. Negotiators leave the table with more questions than answers, and the once promising talks now seem like distant memories. The atmosphere is thick with suspicion, and every failed handshake is a reminder of how fragile peace can be. The question is no longer if Iran could build a bomb, but when, and what can be done to stop it. Time is running out, and the world's most powerful nations are scrambling to find solutions before the clock strikes midnight. Military planners and intelligence agencies are working around the clock, analyzing every possible scenario and outcome. This is not just about politics or sanctions, it's a high-stakes game involving advanced centrifuges, stealth bombers, and the relentless march of technology. Behind closed doors, scientists and engineers push the boundaries of what's possible, while military strategists prepare for outcomes no one wants to imagine. And looming over it all is the specter of nuclear proliferation in a volatile region. The fear is that one nation's ambition could trigger a domino effect, prompting others to seek their own nuclear deterrence. The balance of power in the Middle East teeters on a knife's edge, with every new development threatening to tip it into chaos. For the US and Israel, a nuclear-armed Iran is a red line. The fear, a regional arms race, destabilization, and the possibility of nuclear weapons falling into the wrong hands, keeps military and political leaders awake at night. Joint press conferences and military exercises send a clear message. The world is watching, and the consequences of inaction could be catastrophic. The prospect of a dangerous regime wielding a devastating weapon is not just a distant nightmare, it's a scenario that could unfold at any moment. Military forces remain on high alert, ready to respond to any sign of escalation. Iran has learned from history, burying its nuclear facilities deep underground, especially at Fordow near Qom. These fortified sites are designed to withstand even the most determined attacks, making any potential military operation a daunting challenge. These mountain fortresses are nearly immune to conventional attack, posing a unique military challenge. Engineers have constructed layers of reinforced concrete and steel, turning these sites into modern-day citadels. The world's most advanced weapons may still struggle to reach their targets. The US has developed a weapon for this exact scenario, the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. This bunker-busting bomb is designed to penetrate deep into the earth, shattering even the most fortified underground facilities. Its existence is both a deterrent and a last resort. If diplomacy fails, would the US use a bomb designed to shatter a mountain? The decision would not be taken lightly. Military leaders weigh the risks and consequences, knowing that such an action could ignite a wider conflict and change the course of history. The answer could reshape the world for decades. As the sun rises over the Middle East, the world waits, hoping for peace, but preparing for the possibility of war. The choices made in the coming days will echo for generations, shaping the future of not just a region, but the entire planet. Fordow isn't just a bunker, it's a fortress buried under 260 feet of rock near Qom. Standard bombs can't reach it, the mountain absorbs their force. Iran built Fordow to be nearly invulnerable to airstrikes, forcing adversaries to rethink their options. The facility is also protected by layers of anti-aircraft defenses, making any attack perilous. This combination of deep burial and active defense makes Fordow one of the world's toughest military targets. Iran's confidence in Fordow has emboldened its nuclear ambitions. For the US and Israel, the challenge is clear. How do you destroy what's essentially buried on another planet? The answer required a weapon that could do the impossible: punch through a mountain. Deep within the Pentagon's arsenal lies a weapon designed for a very specific and daunting challenge: the GBU-57 Massive Ordnance Penetrator, or MOP. This bomb is the United States' answer to the world's most heavily fortified underground targets, like Iran's Fordow nuclear facility, which is buried deep beneath layers of rock and reinforced concrete. The GBU-57 is no ordinary bomb. Measuring over 20 feet in length and tipping the scales at a staggering 30,000 pounds, it's a true giant of modern warfare. Its sheer size and weight are intimidating, but every inch and every pound serve a purpose: to smash through the toughest defenses that man can build. Most of the MOP's mass is made up of ultra-hardened steel, meticulously engineered to survive the initial impact and burrow deep underground before unleashing its destructive force. This allows it to reach targets that would be completely safe from conventional bombs. Once it reaches its target, a 300-pound explosive charge detonates, sending a seismic shockwave through the earth. The resulting force is powerful enough to collapse tunnels, destroy command centers, and obliterate underground facilities that were once thought invulnerable. In action, the MOP is less a bomb and more like a man-made meteor, engineered to crush whatever lies beneath the surface. Dropped from high-altitude stealth bombers like the B-2 Spirit, it can strike with little warning and devastating effect. Over the years, the GBU-57 has been upgraded with advanced electronics, improved guidance systems, and even greater penetration capabilities. These enhancements ensure it remains effective against evolving threats and ever deeper bunkers. Its message to adversaries like Iran is clear: no matter how deep you dig, no matter how thick your walls, the United States has the means to reach you. The MOP is a constant reminder that there is no true sanctuary underground. The GBU-57 is the ultimate tool for destroying fortified targets, giving military planners a unique option when all other conventional weapons would fail. Its very existence changes the strategic equation, forcing potential adversaries to rethink their defenses and strategies. This is a weapon built for a single, daunting purpose: to defeat the world's most secure underground facilities and send a powerful message about American military capability. The MOP is a true game-changer in the world of bunker busting, representing the pinnacle of conventional firepower against deeply buried threats. In the realm of modern warfare, the GBU-57 stands as the final word in conventional firepower, a weapon designed to ensure that no underground target is ever truly out of reach. Before the GBU-57, the GBU-28 was the bunker buster of choice, powerful but limited. The GBU-28 could penetrate 20 feet of concrete, but Fordow is buried under more than 10 times that. Against Fordow, the GBU-28 is like throwing a pebble at a battleship. The MOP, weighing 6 times more, can burrow through at least 200 feet of earth and 60 feet of concrete. This is not just an upgrade, it's a generational leap in destructive power. The GBU-57 was built specifically to defeat super-hardened, deeply buried targets like Fordow. As defenses evolved, so did offensive weapons. The MOP is the answer to the mountains of Iran. Its existence forces adversaries to rethink the safety of underground fortresses. There's only one aircraft in the world capable of carrying the GBU-57 massive ordnance penetrator, the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber. This legendary aircraft is not just a marvel of engineering, but a symbol of American air power and technological dominance. Its sleek, bat-like shape is instantly recognizable, and its capabilities are unmatched. The pairing of the B-2 and the GBU-57 is no accident. It's a carefully crafted strategy. The B-2's stealth is absolutely essential for reaching high-value, heavily fortified targets, like Iran's Fordow nuclear facility, which is buried deep beneath a mountain. Thanks to its radar-evading design, the B-2 can slip undetected past some of the world's most advanced and densely layered air defense systems. It can fly at night, hugging the terrain, and remain virtually invisible to enemy radar, giving it a unique advantage. Conventional bombers, no matter how fast or well-armed, would be detected and likely shot down long before they could ever reach such a target. The B-2's stealth is what makes these missions possible. The B-2 and the MOP are two halves of the same key. One unlocks the door, the other delivers the blow. Without the B-2, the MOP would never reach its target. Without the MOP, the B-2 couldn't destroy deeply buried bunkers. After flying thousands of miles, often from bases in the United States, the B-2 Spirit releases the GBU-57 with pinpoint GPS guidance. This bomb isn't just dropped, it's delivered with surgical precision, guided by advanced navigation systems to strike exactly where it's needed. As the bomb accelerates toward its target, it smashes through layers of rock, earth, and reinforced concrete with immense kinetic energy. The GBU-57 is designed to penetrate even the most hardened underground bunkers, reaching depths that no other conventional weapon can. A specially engineered electronic fuse ensures the bomb detonates at precisely the right depth, maximizing the destructive force exactly where it's needed most, deep inside enemy fortifications. The B-2's stealth gets it to the target undetected. The MOP's design does the rest, turning the combination into a nearly unstoppable force. This is precision engineering at its most lethal, a fusion of cutting-edge technology, meticulous planning, and raw destructive power. Together, the B-2 and the GBU-57 make a strike on even the most heavily fortified sites, like Fordow, a real possibility, if the order is ever given. Their existence alone is a powerful deterrent. The B-2 and the MOP are a unique, formidable team, one that no other nation can currently match. Their partnership is the result of decades of innovation and investment. Together, they represent the absolute cutting edge of military power, a testament to what's possible when technology and strategy come together on the modern battlefield. Having the GBU-57 is one thing, using it is another. Any strike would be an act of war, likely triggering massive retaliation from Iran and igniting a regional conflict. US bases, allies, and global oil routes would be at risk. Iran could respond with missiles, proxy attacks, and economic disruption. An attack might unify Iranians behind their regime, driving the nuclear program even deeper underground. Civilian casualties and legal questions would haunt the US for years. The GBU-57 is a weapon of last resort. Its greatest value may be as a deterrent. It's a bargaining chip in diplomacy, a silent threat that shapes negotiations. The decision to use it would weigh the chaos of war against the risk of a nuclear-armed Iran. Israel faces the Iranian nuclear threat with even greater urgency. For Israel, an Iranian bomb is existential, and Fordow is a nearly untouchable target. Israel lacks the GBU-57 and the B-2. Its F-35S can't reach or destroy Fordow's depths. Alternatives include cyber attacks, sabotage, or risky commando raids, but none guarantee success. Each option carries high risks and uncertain outcomes. Israel's best hope is US intervention with the MOP. All options are on the table, but none are good. The GBU-57 remains the only credible military threat to Fordow. A US strike on Fordow would unleash chaos. Iran would retaliate with missiles, proxy attacks, and attempts to close the Strait of Hormuz, spiking global oil prices. The conflict could engulf the entire Middle East, drawing in regional powers and creating a humanitarian crisis. US allies would be horrified. Rivals like Russia and China would condemn the attack and back Iran. America's global standing would suffer, and international unity would shatter. The strike might destroy Fordow, but not Iran's nuclear know-how. Iran could rebuild, driven underground and more determined than ever. The world would face a devastating war, economic turmoil, and a nuclear threat merely postponed. The risks are enormous, and the outcome uncertain. The world would be left to pick up the pieces. June 19, 2025, at a crossroads. The GBU-57 is more than a weapon. It's a symbol of a world on edge. Diplomacy is fraying and the threat of force looms. The bomb's greatest power may be as a deterrent, forcing all sides back to the table. Using it would unleash unpredictable, catastrophic consequences. The burden on leaders is immense, no safe options, only degrees of danger. The GBU-57 embodies the struggle to prevent nuclear proliferation in an unstable world. Choices made now will echo for decades. Will dialogue prevail, or will we shatter mountains to solve our problems? The clock is ticking, and the world is watching.